Good morning.
Good morning, Sue.
Morning.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
How exciting.
Thank you to the Portage County voters and residents. I'm just grateful,
Absolutely.
very, very, very
Absolutely.
grateful.
How much did that win by?
1,600 votes, 1,500.
15, I think it was 15.
And with only 11% voter turnout,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That was
was.
concerning to me when I didn't see anybody anywhere.
And the weather too. Knox County is in the same type of fiscal situation as we are, and they did an additional and theirs failed. So we're very grateful to Portage County voters and residents. I mean, it's just, anyways, thank you.
Okay, so can we do the annual PRC plan or?
Yes.
prevention retention?
Yep, so by statute, all counties, 88 counties have prevention, retention, and contingency plans funded by TANF, and they're for dependent children and families. And so these plans annually need to be approved by the community
Planning committee.
planning committee, and it consists of about 20 plus community partners. The annual meeting is publicized, so anybody in the public can come and share their insight as to what they would like to see in the plan. And we have a very vast, robust plan in Ohio, but we absolutely address the needs of the residents in our plan. So they recently met, and they have a couple new things I just want to cite, but a few of them are just kind of clerical. So one thing that's new in this plan, an add-on, is driver's education fees. So now
I
we,
saw that,
yeah.
yeah, that's good.
we know, young people and people in general struggle with those fees. So for 15 to 24-year-olds that are eligible for TANF and their household income is at or below 200% of the federal poverty guideline, we would help with driver education fees not to exceed $250. So that is new in the plan. $350.
Yeah.
Yep. Did I say something else?
You said two, yeah.
$250. Okay. On page 14, a new add-on is United Way 211 information and referral. It's not to exceed their invoicing of $10,000, but they're going to really do some more assessments with needs connected to the community, but also make sure that they're aligning what's in the PRC plan and connecting people to those services. So many, many years ago before I came, I believe JFS funded 211. They had a paper information referral booklet, and it was like a couple $100,000 that JFS funded that with. So to go from a couple $100,000 to their ask of just $10,000 and to really be able to bridge resources is great. So that's new on page 14. And then on page 17, also new is a kinship support program. I know a few months ago I talked to you about Governor DeWine's legislation where those individuals that are kin that have children in their care are now able to become licensed just like typical foster parents. And if they become licensed, they would be entitled to the same per diem and those things. But we do know there's some kinship families that don't want to go through all of that. So we added an option in our PRC program for kinship families that they could receive $350 a month for 4 months out of a year, because that's the stipulations in the plan to help with that transition or anything that they need. So it's a little bit something different if kin don't decide to go down the route to become licensed foster parents. So those were the 3 new add-ons to the plan. The board approved it. They knew ultimately you all have to have insight into it, and then it will be presented to you like next week, I believe, or whenever Joanne presents it with a resolution attached to it. Is that okay?
Yes, yeah, and I saw they still have the provision in there, the $300 for the COVID.
Yes.
Yeah.
Until, of course, that pandemic, formal, but yeah, that's still an option for
Okay.
individuals too. Yep, great.
Okay, thank you.
And then the next, my last open agenda outside of 2 resolutions is we have, so as you know, we have not provided wage increases to any of our staff in 2021, not our bargaining or non-bargaining. And so we have not replaced a non-bargaining position in Ohio Means Jobs. It was a business services specialist. She left in the fall of last year. We had a recent resignation of my admin assistant at the end of March, and while we posted that, I am proposing that I don't fill that until August. And then we do know unofficially, we have a manager that's going to retire in the fall. She hasn't put her paperwork in, so I don't wanna state her name. But those three pieces, would save or have saved and will save about $100,000 for $106,000. Wages $72,000, with benefits $100,000. So, you know, I really would like to offer my non-bargaining managers an increase, but not retroactive to January like other county, but June 28th. And if we were to offer that, it would cost $19,000 for the rest of the year. So we've definitely put our best foot forward to save. This is not any additional money that we would have to expend. Again, I'm doing my own assistant work now for the next 3 months, but I really want to be able to do that and make that commitment so that my managers can get something. In addition to that, we have more than, and those are 49 managers, non-bargaining staff, and then we have another 136, I believe, that are in the bargaining unit, and so we would not be able to afford to do that for them, but we also are bound to a contract that's a non-financial 1 year. But we had a meeting with the Union E-Board, and they knew that I was coming to ask for the non-bargaining increase, and they supported that. But I would like to offer them, instead of a cash wage or an increase, 3 personal days from now until the rest of the year, similar to what we give all county employees. They don't have that in their current contract. So we've worked really hard. You know, we've had lots of challenges with fiscal constraints. We worked within a pandemic, and so, you know, this
Time
year.
off is good.
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely, especially with stress and everything. So I would just ask that you support us moving forward with that. It would be with just through this year, and then of course we're in negotiations now for future increases, so we would speak to that later.
I think that's very reasonable, Helen Jo.
Okay.
We appreciate, you always coming in the bat for your employees and, leading the example, but.
Thank you. So, Human Resources would provide all of those PAFs in like next week or whatever, but that would be June 28th effective, but not retroactive to January.
Okay.
Okay? So Sue, you're on.
Right, I
If
am.
that's it, then we're over to Miss Sue.
Yes, we are.
Did you have an executive session or not?
No, no. I'm good.
All right, my first transfer is the county share of the 4D contracts that were paid in April. It was for domestic court December, the clerk for January and February, juvenile court for January and February, and prosecutor for January.
Any questions? Board of Commissioners agrees to transfer $10,475.68 from Fund 0001, General Fund, to Fund 1414, Child Supported Administration.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky?
Yes.
Sabrina?
Yes.
And then the second one is just our regular monthly mandated share that the commissioners are mandated to provide to us for the May of 2021.
Okay.
Board of Commissioners agrees to transfer $30,680.58 from Fund 0001, General Fund, to Fund 1410, Public Assistance Fund.
Second.
Okay, roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky?
Yes.
Sabrina?
Yes.
That's it.
That's
Thank
it.
you so
All
much.
right.
Have a great day.
Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Yes.